Good morning everybody and welcome to the final golf drills for the garden. Today I'm going to give you my favourite drill for you to continue to practice at home, and it's also the best drill to do before you go out and play. And that was the very first one I did in the very first golf drill for the garden, where I talked about using your legs to unwind you and really trying to get to the longest possible finish you can, and then adding to that to try and get the clip of the ground in the left half of your stance beyond the ball. Because what this does, it stretches your legs and hips out, gets you able to actually work your body through to the finish, whilst also tying in your arms with your legs to get the contact point in the perfect place to give you a lovely strike. So remember, what you're seeking to do is at the end of the finish, turn through and try and get as far as you can into your left heel with your right knee touching your left knee up onto your right toe, feeling your hips are facing well left of target. Really unwinding and stretching your body out to this position here. Once you can actually get to that balanced position as far as you can go, then you're making sure that you get enough of a pull down to hear that clip of the mat there as you unwind through to that balanced finish. So if you're doing this as a warm-up drill before you play golf, it's a fantastic one to do, because all you're focusing on is attacking beyond the ball to a balanced finish. So it gets rid of any complicated golf swing thoughts that you have, which you might have been training in. You have to go to the golf course with whichever swing you already have, and this just commits you through to attack the ball and get a really solid strike. If you're going to think about anything at all with this drill just before you play golf, you can think about your pre-shot routines to get your posture into a really athletic position, to make sure the weight's through the balls of the feet. And if you're going to have one swing thought at all, it can only be like the Jack Nicklaus one, where you think about one tiny little thing that triggers the swing off into motion, which we've talked about sequencing, and how the club arms and chest swing against the resistance of the legs, so keeping this quiet rather than turning from the legs. So you might just have a tiny little swing thought to trigger it off, but then beyond that, it's all about trying to clip the ground and hold the balanced finish. If you're going to continue to use this drill at home, which I hope you do, then you can add one other thing into the backswing if you're doing it in slow motion that you've decided is the thing you've worked out that will help you with all the things that you've learnt about the golf swing in the last few weeks. Whether that be the takeaway to stop turning from the legs, whether it be to retain your grip pressure points in the back of the left hand or in the heel of the right hand, or whether you're just really working on using those ankles to unwind. Any one little thing you can add to it when you're doing the training at home. And the final thing I would say is that with all of the tips that you've received over these last few weeks, nobody can work on lots of different things at the same time. I've taken you through a series of things to investigate and learn about your swing, and it's sometimes hard to pick the one which is most relevant to you. So that's the job of a PGA coach. What we do when we watch you is that we work out where your bad shot is going. We look at all the different things going on in your swing, and based on the bad shot that's there, we use our experience to pick the one or maybe two things that would really be the most important things for you to work on to keep developing your swing. So don't go taking lots of advice, trying different tips. That's how you go around in circles. You need an experienced pro to be able to tell you exactly what the one or two key things are that will really help you to take your game forward. So I look forward to seeing you on Friday and over the next few weeks. Start enjoying your golf again, and I really hope that you've learned something about your game over these past few weeks.